What's going on, YouTube wrenchers and wrenchlets? Back again. Today we're going to be working on this trailer. It needs to become legal and reliable. So this is bent, so we're going to put this on there. The reason we're putting this on there is this is a family community trailer, pretty much my father's, and he bought this because he wants it to be able to pivot, which it does, so this don't happen again. I bought this wire. We're going to do some wiring on it, and then as you see all these little hooks everywhere that I got, I'm going to weld these on here at designated locations to have tie-down locations, because anybody that messes with trailers know that sometimes it is very, very hard to find tie-down locations to meet your needs for your applications and your stuff that you're towing. But anyways, and as you see, the wiring's all tore up. So I want to be using this right here to help secure the wiring going through, and I got some conduit that I'm going to be using to maybe put it in different locations to help protect it from highly prone locations that might get debris and rocks going to it. Another thing is this chain. This chain, I'm going to redo it because it's just all a mess. I might get a new chain, but I'm definitely at least going to weld it to each side, secure it so it is secure and right. Because right now it's just tied together by one hook, so that's not good. But anyways, let's get started. I'm running out of disc, so I had to make a trip to Harbor Freight, get some cutting disc, and get some grinding disc so I can get the frame ready for welding. So I got this loose, finally got it all cut off, but of course with it being bent, it won't come straight up. So I guess it's time to get the saw off, or out. Cut it off right there. Well, got it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and prep the surface for welding on the new one. I'm going to go ahead and put it on this side because when you're driving, of course, you're going to be getting out on this side. It has to go on the outside because the inside, you can see you don't have no spot to really weld it to. So it's going to go right here. Well, tragedy strikes. I'm out of wire. I thought I had an extra bundle of wire here, but I don't. But anyways, I got most of it welded up. Over here's where I started at, and you see it didn't do too well. I believe I was running a little bit too hot. But also, this metal I think is a lot softer than this, so this is melting really quick before I think it actually starts to bind and melts this metal. Down the bottom, I started getting it a little bit better. Over here, it looks a lot better than the other side, but there's still some spots. Top, it's I totally had the angle wrong on this. I pretty much just welded this instead of that. And got one hook welded on there. just to see how it was going to hold and how it was going to work out, and I believe it's going to do pretty good. A little tip, what I like to do is for my right hand, I always use a smaller glove. Normally it's like a TIG or MIG glove or whatnot, the real small thin ones, so I can control it. And then on the left one, I actually use a thick glove to shield the heat and all that stuff. But little tech tip, use the right gloves. Do not forget to switch them out. If not, this happens. Yeah, crispy. So I got the tie down hooks welded in the front. I put one on each side right here, midway, and then one here, one in the center, one on the other side. Turned out pretty good. Of course, it's the first one I did, but all of them turned out really good. They nice and sturdy. So now I measured out the length of the chain, about 35 lengths from here. About where it needs to be, where it's going to hook up to the truck. So now I'm going to measure it so it's the same length back, mark it, grind it down, clean the surface, and weld these on now. Got the chains welded on. About as good as I can do with the welder I got. But they're sturdy. They're gonna hold. It's gonna work out pretty good. Went ahead and sprayed off all the welds that I did with some brake cleaner. Hosed them off. Let them dry. Then I want to use some clear coat to spray over to make where they don't rust. Now I'm going to move forward with the wiring. I'm going to do away with the conduit. It's just I don't want to piece it together. The end bends ain't correct. But anyways, I was debating whether to do some loom on it to protect it or just wrap a bunch of tape around it. But I believe what I'm going to do is go with this HVAC tape. I believe that's what this is. And lay this all the way out and put it in there and then wrap it up and have this as protection. That's gonna work pretty good. I use these self-tapping screws to put these on and run the wire through it. Now I'm about to stretch this out, get it all wrapped up, and start putting her on. I got the connector all done up in this nice pretty blue loom heat shrink with some heat resistant tape wrapped all around it for some extra protection. I got it on the frame with these metal clamps with the rubber bushing in there for cushion. And I got that HVAC tape on there for, it's kind of janky, but you know, serves the purpose. Got it ran all the way down here. Then I had to use this stepper bit along with some handy dandy magic tap to drill through this frame right here, because before somebody had it ran through the top, but whenever you put a load on it, of course this board's going to go down and pinch the wire, and I really didn't want that, and I didn't want to run it underneath here for it to rub on this frame. So I drilled a hole and used these garments to put in there to help cushion it so it's nice and secure. So now I gotta finish up the back. Alright, I got it finished up, release everything I can do for now. Got the 4-flat wire harness on there, got the jack on there, chains welded up, fixed up, ready to go. I just gotta go buy some clips for it, but I got the wires just ran all the way back here to the back, and it's just hanging up there for now until I go get some LED lights and figure out how I want to secure them on the back and make it where they won't break off again. I want to make some type of housing for it, but all the hardware that I've used or at least that you can get on Amazon. I'll put on a link below. If you follow this channel anytime, you'll realize I'm an Amazon junkie. I buy all kinds of stuff off Amazon. But anyways, well, that's it for tonight, fellas. Wrenchers and wrenchlets. Got the trailer on its way to being restored and safe and legal. Good night, everybody.